Hello, welcome to Chen-Chen's vlog. In this video, I want to show you how I eat on $7 a week. These are the groceries I bought. I have eggs, apples, tofu, and green onions. In the second batch of groceries, I have pork, more apples, snacks, bananas, and some sausages. Now I'll show you the dishes I cooked with these ingredients. The first one is kimchi tofu soup. First, we cook the onions with oil. This will make the soup have better flavor. Then I add soybean sauce, kimchi, and dry chili pepper. Then I added water. Now I'm going to cut this tofu in my hand into little chunks and add it to the soup. If you're not as experienced as me, you should cut it on a cutting board. Now we let the soup boil. In the end, add some of the onion leaves to make it look pretty and also tasty. After turning off the stove, I also added an egg, but I didn't record it. I like to put all the rice in the soup and put some of every ingredient on the spoon. That way in one bite you can have everything. That's the kimchi soup I cooked. Enjoy! The next dish is called meat dragon. First, we have some ground pork mixed with green onions. Meanwhile, I have already fermented a dough. Use a roller to make the dough flat. Then we add the ground pork all over this piece of dough. Now we make a roll. Here is our meat dragon. We'll ferment it again and then steam it for 30 minutes. Here we go. The next dish is kimchi stir-fried rice balls. This is inspired by a South Korean dish called tteokbokki. I just, figured out my own recipe. Again, we cook the onions with oil. Wait till you smell the really good flavor from the onion. Then we add the kimchi and we add a bowl of water. Then we add those sausages I showed you in the beginning. The last part we'll add are those rice balls. I made a dough with the rice flour, and then we make them into a little ball shape and add to the dish. Slightly stir them, and then I added 2 boiled eggs. Then we cover it with the lid and let it softly boil for 5 minutes. The next dish is very simple. This is what I would eat when I don't have a lot of energy to cook. Just boil some cabbage in the water, add some dry shrimp, And then we add the noodles, let it boil for a few minutes. Then you have a noodle soup. I also cooked some eggs with onions. I like to make the eggs into a roll. That way when you eat it, it's like with one bite, you can have a lot of eggs. The rolling on this one wasn't that good. Bear with me. I also heated up some taro cake. The taro cake was cooked last week. There was taro, sausage, and dry shrimp in it. It has a very rich texture and flavor. Hope you enjoyed my cooking diary this week. It snowed this week. This is what the sky looks like when it snows at night here.